Hello students, how are you? I welcome all of you to this very amazing platform of Sri Chaitanya. So students, what we are going to discuss today in this session is going to be about the entire counseling procedure. Each and everything which is actually very important for all the students who have given their NEET 2024 and are eagerly waiting about the counseling to begin, whose tentative date is around 6th of July. Okay, so here we are going to first talk in detail about what all things you need to do and the entire procedure. So I'll just term the session to be entire A to Z procedure, starting from whatever is how the counseling actually happens, the MCC as well as the state counseling, and what are the colleges which are done in the All India quota, that is the MCC counseling as well as the state counseling, what all colleges are there in it. Then after that, how this entire counseling works, how the All India quota counseling happens as well as the state counseling happens. Parallelly they happen, and what is the procedure in that. Then we are going to look into a very beautiful flow chart which will actually give you a very nice idea about how things happen in the round 1, round 2, round 3 as well as the stray round. And last and the most important thing, what are the key documents which are required in this entire counseling process. So you need to carry and prepare beforehand all these documents so that the last minute rush is not there with you. Okay, so all of you who are watching, please like the session and come over here. Your doubts I'll be taking on the live stream, so you can ask your doubts over here. Now let's begin. So number one thing, as you already know, presently in Supreme Court, the NTA has declared that 6th July is the tentative starting date. So tentative starting date for the counseling has been told, as has been informed in the court, in Supreme Court, has 6th July 2024. Okay. Now, right now, the medical MCC has not actually notified the students right now. So you will be expecting some notification out of the MCC website, and based on the website, first they will give a tentative timeline. So whenever normally the trend happens is when the notification is out, after that 1 week later the registration begins. So till now there is no notification on the MCC website, and what we are expecting is that on 6th of July or near about to that date, some notification will come out from MCC about the ongoing or the beginning of the registration process. Some tentative date they are going to give. And last year, to give you an idea, on 15th of July they gave the notification, and the counseling began from around 21st of July. So there's no hurry. This is just a normal thing which has been told by NTA, that from 6th of July the counseling may begin. Okay, and Supreme Court has not stayed on the counseling. So it is important to understand beforehand what are the key procedures over here. Okay, now let's talk about first what actually counseling is and what is the procedure, who are the conducting bodies over here. So first of all, this counseling for MBBS and BDS, only for the MBBS and the BDS seats, are done in two manner. One is the MCC counseling. Now the MCC counseling, it's very important to understand for which all seats or which all colleges the MCC counseling actually takes charge of allotting the seats to the students. So it is 15% of the government seats throughout the country. So whatever government colleges you are having in each state throughout the country, 15% of the total seats are going to be allotted to the students through MCC counseling. Then there are deemed universities as well. So there are some 21 deemed universities. Deemed university means they have their own autonomy, they have their own autonomous organization, they create their own curriculum, they create their own course, and they obviously have a higher fees also. So 100% of all the deemed and central universities, the counseling is done through MCC. Then about the ESIC, AFMC, which you very well know, then AIMS, and then JIPMR. So all these colleges are there in this bucket, and the counseling is done by MCC. Now talking about the state ones, so in every state there is a central health authority. Mostly there is the topmost college, medical college of that state, which actually commences or oversees this entire counseling process. But yes, it is notified in every state. So the state counseling is done parallelly, and it is done for 85% of the government seats. So 15% of government seats, all India government colleges, all the GMCs, government medical colleges, 15% of the seats are through MCC, and 85% of seats are through government seats. And this student is known as the state quota as well as the all India quota. So this 85% is known as the state quota, and this 15% is known as the all India quota. Okay, so this is extremely important for you to understand what is this AIQ and SQ. Okay, then 100% of private seats. So private seats, whatever are the private colleges of those states colleges seats are going to be done through the state counselling. Okay, so I hope this entire two things are crystal clear to you. Now, talking about how the chronology happens, so if I talk about the NEET counselling, then what happens is, whenever there is, obviously, you know, the All India Quota round 1, or the MCC counselling, it happens in stages. So round 1, round 2, round 3 and straight round. Now, how it happens is, whenever you have a round 1 in the All India Quota, that is the MCC counselling, parallelly some days later, the round 1 of the state counselling will be notified, and it will happen parallel to that. It will happen parallel to that. The main point is because sometimes the students have a better chance through their state quota, they can get admitted to a better college as compared to an AIQ. So if it is not happening parallelly, you already know what are the problem available over here. That means the student will never be clear whether he is getting a seat or not. So they happen to be parallelly, round 1, then state counselling round 1, then parallelly once this is finished, they will set the dates in accordance to whenever the round 2 is starting. So after round 2, we have the round 2 of the states, then round 3 of the states, stray round and the stray round. It happens like this. So this happens parallelly. Both, all these things, they happen parallelly. So the student is best aligned and can get the college over here. Now, we are now going to get in detail about whatever things are going to happen in each round. And trust me, this is the most important thing. What I'm going to tell you right now is about the entire flow chart, how this entire counseling works, how the choice filling works, then what actually happens, what is a free exit, and then how you can switch from round 1 to round 2. So each and every detail will be shared to you. So please, the next portion, watch it very carefully. Okay. So now, what we are going to do is, see, the counseling begins, right? The registration starts, and after the registration, what you need to do is, you need to pay an amount. You need to pay an amount depending upon your category. Let's say you are an unreserved category or SC, ST, OBC and physically handicapped. Then the counseling fee you need to pay over there, and this is a non-refundable amount. This you need to pay during the registration. That is 1,000 rupees and 500 rupees. Okay, done. For deemed universities, you need to pay 5,000 as the counseling fee. Okay. Now, along with that, you need to pay a security fee as well, and the security fee is hefty. That's 10,000 for the unreserved, and for the category reserved category, it's 5,000, and for deemed colleges, it is 2 lakh. Now, this over here is a refundable amount. This is the amount for you to sit in the counseling process, and this is the amount for you to book a college. Now, please watch very carefully, because you might end up with a chance where your security fee might get forfeited. Okay, so this is extremely important. So now how it starts is, first the online registration happens as notified by MCC. You need to register over here. You need to fill the entire application, and you need to pay the registration fee. As I have told you, the security fee as well as the registration fee. One is refundable, one is non-refundable. Okay. And now after this, you need to fill the choices. You need to fill the choices. Now, this portion is extremely important. Why it is extremely important is because whenever you are filling the choices, so there are some students who, based on the last year cutoff, might think, okay, this year, sir, I may not be able to join this college. That's perfectly fine. But sometimes what happens is, you might have seen that in the further rounds, normal trend in our brain is that round 1 should have a lesser rank. Okay, and then round 2 should have a higher rank cutoff, and round 3 should have a much higher rank cutoff, right? This happens. But what I have seen in many colleges is, round 1 has the highest rank. That means if, let's say, through state quota, in one of the colleges, the cutoff rank for round 1 is going around 34,000. I have seen in round 2, the cutoff rank to be going till 30,000, and in round 3 to 27,000. So it is doing the opposite sense, it's getting decreased. Okay. So the main point is, students tend to avoid filling the choices where they think my chance is very low. Don't do that mistake. Please fill all the colleges on the basis of their ranking or on the basis of their choice. Whatever filter you have created to rank up all the colleges, fill all of them. Even if you have a very less chance, fill all of them. There might end up with a chance that you might get a college depending on your rank, which was impossible based on your last year cutoff rank. Okay, so that is extremely important. Please, the choice filling, whatever is the choice filling, fill it very carefully. If you want, please get in touch with some consultant, with some senior professional, with some person who can help you with this. But this choice filling is extremely important. Okay, now the choice filling is done. Now your task is over. Now the software is going to see, depending upon the colleges, the seats will be allotted. So now we are going to go for round one. Okay, so round one, whatever web options you had, whatever choices you had, you have filled them. Okay, and then after that the result is announced. The result is announced. Congratulations, you have been allotted a seat, or so sorry, your seat is not allotted. Okay, so there are going to be two situations. One is going to be a seat has been allotted. Another case will be the seat is not allotted. Let's take the first case, the seat is allotted. Now that the seat is allotted, it's your decision depending upon the college and your marks. If you wish to go for further rounds, or if you wish that no, the college is not good and I would likely go for the further rounds, because in the further rounds I might get a good seat. Okay, so what you're going to do is, whatever seat is allotted to you, you can make a decision that you are interested. If you're interested, you report at the college. If let's say you're not interested, then you leave the seat. And you go ahead for round two. Okay, so there can be two circumstances. The seat is allotted, you're interested, not interested, leave the seat, go over here. Even let's say you're interested, you report at the reported college, and let's say you're going for admission, and at the admission also you make a decision, I'm not interested. Then also what you can do, you can have a free exit. Remember that amount, that security fee that was refundable, that won't be forfeited. This is known as a free exit. Okay, that refundable amount which I have told you, that security fee which you need to pay, that won't be forfeited, and you will have a free exit over here, and you will leave the seat and go ahead for the round two. Even let's say you join the college, you can also avail a feature which is known as upgradation. Okay, now what do you mean by upgradation? Upgradation means without leaving your present seat in your college, you can go ahead for the next college. You can go ahead for round two as well. So your seat will be as it is, and you can again go for round two. Okay, so let's say this was a scenario when the seat was allotted. Let's say the seat wasn't allotted. If the seat wasn't allotted, you strictly go to round two, and then round two further happens. So now round two, what happens over here is, let's consider you have been into this option, so you have already paid your refundable and non-refundable, the registration and the security fee you have already paid. You can go ahead for the round two. So in round two, what happens? All the fresh registrations will happen again. Let's say there were some students who they were not sitting in the round one, citing the reasons that we are not having a good rank, and in round one, obviously we won't be getting a good thing. So no problem, they can register afresh. And while the fresh registration, they have to pay the registration fee as well as they have to pay the security fee. Okay, and your fee is already deposited, you can come over here. Okay, for all the non-registered, fresh registration is going to happen. Now round two again happens. For round two, again the web options will be live. You need to based on your options, the seat will be allotted. Once the seat is allotted, now this is a complex thing, and please look at this very, very carefully. Round one has a free exit. Your security fee won't be forfeited. But round two, from round two, the security fee will get forfeited whenever you leave the seat. So trust me, this is extremely important. Let's talk about the case when the seat is allotted. So let's say the seat is allotted, and then you make a decision. You are interested to join the college, then report at the fresh college, admission, that's done. But let's say you're not interested. You're not interested. So if you're not interested, you leave the seat through free exit with fourth feature of the security deposit. Now let's say your seat is allotted over here in the second round, and now you are leaving and going for round three, citing that I'm not getting a good college. Then in that scenario, security fee will be forfeited. The free exit is only available in round 1 and the free exit is not available in round 2. This is extremely important. That's what I'm saying. Free exit means the security fee which I talked about, that will get forfeited. But in this scenario, that amount will not get forfeited. Okay, in round 1, it was a free exit. Security fee was not getting forfeited, but over here it will be. So it is extremely important. So again, coming back to the same thing, choice filling is the most important thing. If you are not doing choice filling in a better sense, you obviously can end up losing your security fee amount. Okay, so over here there can be some students upgraded from R1 also. From R1 you make a decision, you get a college, that's okay, leave your seat. You don't make a college, again if you're going for round 3, your security fee will be forfeited over here. Then similarly, let's say you didn't get allotted any seat, then you go ahead for the next round, that is the mop-up round or the round 3. Then again the fresh registrations for the newly registered candidates and all those whose security fee has been forfeited, they need to pay the security fee again if they wish to go for round 3. All those persons whose security fee has been forfeited, they need to again pay the security amount, then only they can move ahead for round 3. Okay, so round 3 again the same thing happens, result, same process is there over here, upgradation and everything. Again if you are not interested even after getting a seat, then again your security fee will be forfeited. This is again not a free exit round. Okay, free exit round is round 1 only. So again you can see the same thing is happening over here. And yes, this is the reason why I whenever students ask, it becomes very, very important that the choice filling, if you're not filling the choices carefully, right, if the choice fillings are not done carefully, then you might end up losing your security fee amount. Okay, so this is the reason that the point where we fill the choices, we need to get in touch with a senior professional. We need to get in touch with a person who can actually guide us through the entire process, and we make the choice filling very clearly. Now this is done. Okay, now stray round, the same thing happens. In the stray round, whatever seats are left, you can again avail, leave the seat, forfeit will be there, and if let's say some more seats are there, you can go ahead for the special stay round. That simply depends upon whether the seats are available or not. Okay, now this was all about all the rounds. Now moving ahead, the last and the extremely important thing over here is, what are the documents which are required for NEET Counselling 2024? So these documents, please everyone, once the counselling is live, you need to present most of them and they should be in original format. So copy and photocopy will not work over here. So this is the reason. The number 1 is the NEET admit card. Next one is the NEET scorecard or the rank letter. I hope you can download the score letter. It is live now. The new result was released yesterday. Then class 10 certificate and class 12 certificate, extremely important. So please, all those who don't have the original, please get the original mark sheet. Then the ID proof, obviously all must be having 8 passport size photograph. Provisional allotment letter, whatever college you are allotted, please get that provisional letter as well. Then the caste certificate, so all those who are not having the caste certificate in a written manner, in the original manner, please get it done. And physically handicapped certificate. All these documents, beta, are extremely important. So please get all these documents beforehand, ready them, because once the counselling is live, the college is allotted, at the reporting institute, wherever college you are reporting, you will be requiring all these documents in hard format. Okay, so the document verification happens, and if there is anything error in the document verification, you know your seat will lapse. Okay, so that was all from this session. I hope the entire thing about counselling, everything, each detail is live to you. It is crystal clear. And one more thing, whenever there is any update about the counselling, any registration or any update from the MCC, will be live over here on this channel and explaining you about each and everything, whatever is there. Okay, so if the session looks good, please like the session, and let's meet in the next session with any new update from my end. Okay, bye bye and take care all of you. Thank you.